my name is Rhys Barber. I'm the audiologist here at Audiology Associates.
And my name is Taylor Green, and I am the other audiologist here. So this is my patient first. So we've got 3 patients in this compilation. Mine, Rhys's, mine. So this one you can see we've got this kind of gloopy ball of wax that we've got in this ear canal. It's about halfway down the ear canal. So we're starting with the standard size Zollner tube here, just giving it a little bit of a wiggle.
Not the biggest of ear canals there, that one.
No, you can, and yeah, you can see the actual suction tube is almost completely filling up this ear canal. It's quite a small ear canal. We tend to see this quite often. I mean, a lot of people that do have narrow ear canals we tend to see more often. Yeah. So usually sort of like every 3 to 6 months, they tend to start building up the wax very quickly, where the ear can't dispose of that wax naturally by itself.
It's far more difficult now with that narrow nature into the canal, and it's relative, isn't it? So the amount of wax you're producing in relation to the size of the ear canal, they're going to have more problems more quickly.
Oh, we're turbo wiggling here. Turbo wiggling here. What usually happens is it starts to... It didn't actually make those noises.
He does. Trust me, guys. He does. I can do him outside his room. So,
you can see there's a bit of a tail of dead skin at the end, at the back of that. And that's what was holding that in place. So we've managed to remove this all in one go. Just tidying up these little pieces that are here. You can see this dead skin, like white material there as well. A little bit of inflammation where this has been sat there for a little while.
Now sometimes this can be really tender, can't it, for the patient? And when you lift it, you'll see, if you've got very, very red skin underneath, I would be tempted to say, well, just leave that there.
Yeah.
Because if the red skin underneath, if you're taking it up, you're leaving that fresher skin layer, which is far more prone to infection, and it can be really uncomfortable. For that patient,
so looking pretty good, actually. Is this mine or yours again?
This is the patient's other ear canal.
Same patient, but the other side.
Yeah.
Very similar story. Patient's been using a lot of olive oil before coming in, which is why you can see all this like kind of wet sort of sheen on the front of this wax. Very similar story here. Standard size Zollner tube, a little bit of a wiggle, trying to loosen this up. Problem we have with these larger pieces of wax is they tend to get stuck at the entrance.
They do.
The ear canal kind of goes in and then opens back up, and then it just gets stuck at that slight narrowing where it bends.
It's stuck at the worst point as well, because you've always got to bend that wax to get it past the sort of triggers past this part, so you've got to bend it outward. Now if it gets stuck and it's kind of bent there, you can't really get that wiggle around.
We've managed to actually remove it quite easily. Just tidying up these last little pieces here now. Have we taken it all? Oh, there's a couple of little bits left in there.
Not much though. They look relatively easy to take away, in fairness. They don't look too bad.
They should come away quite nice and easy. There we go.
That's the one that practically leapt out the ear canal that way. It wanted to be taken out, that one did. Now this one might be a bit more difficult because it's a peel. So it's getting the angle right without touching that patient's ear canal wall as well. That made it look easy, Taylor. Look at that. Whoosh, out it comes.
Still coming away.
Oh, did I speak too soon? No, I think you got him there, haven't you?
I think so. Yeah, that must be all of it. That's a bit more than what I thought was going to be in there, actually.
Let's have a look beyond that then.
Patient's obviously already hearing so much better before we remove those little pieces that were stuck there. But yeah, just tidying up these last little pieces on the roof of the ear canal. Little piece, slightly deeper in there. That should just jump away.
It should.
There we go.
Off that comes. The eardrum looks nice and healthy anyway.
Yeah. You see that last little tiny bit hanging off the side there.
You can put it on to make it 3.5 centimetres. I can know what you're doing. The gap and punched him over this way a bit.
So yeah, 3 centimetres on that one. Quite a bit there. I think this is your patient.
Oh, it's my one. Yeah. So humid one again. We were just saying on the last video, we had lots of humid ear canals coming up recently. So this is no exception. Very wet and mushy wax here. Looks like a bit of skin, I would say, above. Because watch this now as it comes away. Because I could see this sort of blockage that was moving. And then when we pull this one out, if we look beyond it, you'll see that kind of blockage is gone. We can see above. There we go. So I think there was a piece of dry skin that was coming off the back of that and lifting up to the top of the canal wall there.
Oh, I can see it's all still quite firmly attached to the ear canal there.
Yeah, it's quite a messy one, this one, because it's sticky and soft and it's all just stuck at the entrance here. And as you're lifting it, you can see it just doesn't want to come away. You could put a bit of olive oil in, I suppose, with this one.
Yeah.
It might help a little bit, but
Probably one of my worst consistencies waxes to remove is wet and sticky. I'm not a fan of removing wet and sticky wax.
It's not the easiest to remove, and you're always working much closer to the patient's canal wall as well, aren't you? Which is always that risk of it being uncomfortable for the patient. But
that's come away quite nicely there, actually.
Away nicely. That's what you want to see. With these sticky ones, you really want to see that peel going down, don't you? And just lifting it off the canal wall.
Don't forget, guys, if you do have any issues with your ears or earwax or general hearing difficulties, we have our link to the website on our bio. So click the link, have a little look, book yourselves in with me or the wonderful Mr. Rhys Barber. The wonderful.
Sorry, guys, our video cut off again then, so we're back. We might look a little bit different on the screen now, that's anything. So we're just coming to the end of this one. We're just tidying up this ear canal here.
So yeah, I'm not sure if you actually caught any of what we just said, but in regards to having issues with your ears, follow the link to the bio to our website before it cuts off again.
Yes, fingers crossed it won't crash again. It always happens when we try to get something done. But looking much better on that ear canal. Nice, much better. Shiny eardrum on that one. Very similar story on this side as well. So you can see very wet wax again. Yeah. One thing we didn't say, I think, if you do enjoy the videos, guys, don't forget to like, share, heart, subscribe, follow, do all those things for me. That'd be absolutely fantastic. You've got a run coming up, haven't you?
Oh, yes, this Sunday, actually. So I'm doing the Swansea Half Marathon. So if anyone is from around that area and you see me slogging my way around the course, give me a shout and give me some encouragement, because I'm going to need it.
Yeah. I've done a half marathon in years. I think Cardiff was the last one I did. Yeah.
This is going to be my fourth one, I think. Fourth half marathon.
Last one I did, I was just, I don't know, I got round, honest to God. I think there was, they got the St. John's ambulance, I swear there was one following me as I was going round.
Running with you with the bag.
He's going to drop any minute. So anyway, sorry guys, we digress. So it's kind of the way, it's really sticky. I've put some olive oil in just to reduce that sticky nature to the wax now, so we're just pulling this away. We're starting to get that skin lift underneath now. That's the worst thing you see with these sticky ones.
That's where the oil, I was going to say, that's where the oil usually comes in perfect with these cases. Again, gets underneath that and they start peeling away a lot easier.
It does, because what happens sometimes, it sort of lifts and then you end up with this sort of skin barrier that just stops it from pulling forwards at all. I had to wiggle my socks off to get that one out. I wasn't going anywhere. And it's got stuck. This is where we talk about you get so far and then bump, it gets stuck on the outer part of the ear canal. So we're just gonna remove that one.
I'm going to have to check the settings on my camera. Yours look a lot clearer than mine.
It's weird, isn't it? That one looks nice and healthy. There
Lovely.
We go.
Textbook.
Indeed. So 1.5 centimeters. So
half an inch. Just over half an inch.
Yeah,
half an inch.
Half an inch. 2 centimeters. Sorry guys, I don't know quite as long as it did there. So this is your. This is sticky.
Deep.
This is not an easy one, is it?
Yeah. So this is one of my patients here now. So you can see we've got a very deep piece of wax here. I can't exactly remember whether this is the both ears for this particular patient or whether it was just the one. I do apologise, guys. It's the first time I've seen this video in a little while. So we've got the standard size Zollner tube here. Now I'm just getting a suction grip on the front surface and holding that grip to increase the pressure of the suction. And that, as you can see here, what normally happens is it starts pulling the whole piece away, and I think that's what's happening here. You'd be surprised at the size of this, actually. It's surprised myself. I thought it was only quite a small piece, but look at the size on that coming out behind. That was really wedged up against the eardrum there.
That's chunky.
That's quite a beefy piece, actually. Yeah, quite a significant amount of wax there.
What we've got going on behind it though.
Yeah, we just got these little pieces that are left. patient already hearing so much better once that's clear, but I thought I'd go back in and just clear up these last little bits, especially these little pieces that are quite close to the eardrum. I don't want to really leave these bits here because it is still quite a little, quite a decent amount left
Yeah, if it
in
was
that
like
recess.
a tiny pinhead amount, it'll come out with next bath or shower. But and especially when it's flat and sticky like that one is, it's worth just going in and just nipping them out. So that's good. That's looking well. It was quite a sizable piece, wasn't it? And those hairs embedded in it as well, were pointing back towards the eardrum, so they were not going to come out with a bath or a shower because they're wedged into that wax.
You can see we've got these little pieces now just at the top of the ear canal.
Just a bit of tidying up.
Yeah, they should just pop off the ear canal. It should just come away quite nicely for us, but
difficult to lift though because it's quite thin.
Yeah.
So it's not an easy one to peel away. Let's see if you can.
Yeah, and it's obviously not just jumping straight onto the suction tube here. This is where we have to be really, really slow and careful here because this is just a very, very thin layer of skin on bone here.
You can see how thin it was because it was almost translucent then, wasn't it? When you took it away, you can see the light shining straight through it. What have we got left? Anything? What have we got at the bottom here?
Yeah, I didn't really need to take these pieces away, guys, but we very, very hard to see actually, but we managed to peel away these last tiny little bits with some hair stuck into it. There we go. Again, working really, really carefully here. You need a very steady hand to do this for this little piece.
Because you're right in that valley there, and that is, like you said just a second ago, that is ultra sensitive down there.
I think we do try to get these little bits in the corner away as well.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm able to get rid of all this though, because it's a very awkward sort of angle to get these last little pieces away.
These sort of top left, top right corners are always really, really difficult to get into because you've got to remember we talked about chop sticking, which is where the tube will pass over the sort of the rod of the endoscope. So you've got to get such a difficult angle with both the endoscope and the tube to be able to get into these corners. It's not an easy thing to do at all without running the risk of chop sticking, and especially with a peel off such a thin peel off the skin. If you chopstick and bang against that skin, my goodness me, your patient would feel really uncomfortable for that patient.
I'm going to jump through the ceiling. Oh, it's obviously it's a long hair that's basically just covered in a lot of dead skin. You can see how long that piece is. And this is where we mentioned that it's hard to suction hair. You can see how matted it is. There's literally like 7 or 8 pieces of hair here, which is all matted together.
That's like a rope, isn't it? When it's all bound together like that.
Yeah, excuse me, guys. There we go.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah. So, yeah, quite a big piece that actually, considering it's what we got, 2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. What's that? Just 3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch.
Yeah, 3/4 of an inch there. Well, guys, thank you very much for watching our video today. If you did enjoy it, then don't forget you can always like, share. I almost said something really bad then. Like, share, heart.
I know what you're going to say.
Go and subscribe. What else do we have to do?
Just share, subscribe,
if you like
and
it, just click buttons on it.
Click all the buttons.
But that one. Don't click that one. All the other buttons you can click. That'll be great. Thank you so much for that. And me and Taylor. Well, I don't know if we're together for that. No, it's episode 800 next.
Yes.
Which we don't know what we're doing yet because we've asked you guys for ideas. So we can't really give you a spoiler on that one because we don't know what we're doing yet. But yes, make sure you stay tuned for episode 800. We'll be doing something different with that one, I think.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
What? We don't know, but we will be doing something different with that. Well, guys, we will probably see you for 800, I imagine.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.